The government will switch to using green energy in all of its buildings over the coming 3 years, hoping to spark a renewable energy revolution that could wean the territory off of expensive fossil fuel. Minister for Communication and Works, Mark Vanderpool, said government would not be able to consider a demand for up to $30 million for the BVI Electricity Corporation to expand energy output. The BVI Electricity Corporation says it needs to increase output by 16 megawatts because of the surging demand across the islands. Government currently consumes 15% of the energy produced by the BVIEC.
The BVI Electricity Corporation, in their development planning, have indicated that at the demand rate the territory of the Virgin Islands is going, we have to prepare for another 16 megawatts of power at a cost somewhere between $25 and $30 million in the very near future. Ladies and gentlemen, from our point of view, as the government of the Virgin Islands, this is unsustainable. This is unsustainable at this time, as it's difficult to raise $25 or $30 million anywhere in the Caribbean, I'm sure, and anywhere in the world. As a result, as Minister of Communications and Works, which is responsible for energy, I've said to the corporation that I cannot advise my Premier and Minister of Finance to sign off on such a development. We have discussed that we would begin the process towards a conservation effort to reduce our demand by a third, reduce that $30 million development by 2/3 to 8 additional megawatts, or reduce the $30 million plan to a $10 million plan.
With the territory's finances under pressure in an unstable global economic environment, Vanderpool told graduates of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency course on Friday, April 27th, that the administration would put energy conservation at the heart of its mission, hoping to inspire others to follow the green road to sustainability. The minister said LED lights would be installed in every public building and in government-rented office spaces, and solar panels will also be fitted wherever possible.
An idea that we have been researching in homes in the British Virgin Islands. And we used 2 households, the larger household and perhaps the smaller household. We are going to be proposing that if everyone in the Virgin Islands cuts out the use of electric water heaters and goes from and everyone goes from using the regular light bulbs and moves to LED light bulbs, that in the larger household you may be able to save and cut your electric bill by 30%. And I believe in the smaller one it's about 42%.
Vanderpool said the initiative would reduce the amount of energy some 13,000 households, government and businesses use, as well as cut bills and create opportunities for investment and growth. Experts believe the price of oil will remain high for years to come because of increasing demand from energy economies such as China and India, making it all more important for small economies to get creative. JTV News spoke with Kenrick Evelyn, the CEO of Atlantis Solar, a company which sells energy-saving products. Evelyn gave us a clearer picture of how solar heaters and LED bulbs will cut costs for consumers.
Solar hot water heaters work with the sunlight. Also work with a backup tanking system. When you get up in the morning, actually, when you don't think you have hot water will be in the tank, because hot water stored inside the top of the heater, so you can actually get hot water. And the newer solar panels that make right now, it's much easier for you to get hot water and much quicker. Saving costs with LED bulb changing over. A normally fluorescent bulb, halogen bulb, work with gas, and it have to stay ignited. With a LED, it burn less current, over 90% less current. So at saving a month, you could probably save at least 50 to 60% in LED bulbs just replacing.
Vantable's green proposal comes a week after visiting British Government Minister Henry Bellingham said it was crazy that countries that could invest in alternative energy were importing huge amounts of fuel.
We've talked about renewable energy, for example. I mean, it seems to me crazy, but in countries in the Caribbean, after all, which are well endowed with sun, with wind, are importing so much fuel oil.
A successful national alternative energy program will see public buildings, including the Central Administration Building, the Terence B. Lettsome International Airport, and public school buildings powered by only renewable energy.